Hey ladies, okay, so this is just a quick video about what you might want to have on hand when you go to thinking about, freezer meals. This is my daughter Lily. She loves helping me in the kitchen. So some things that I like to do. Now, if you are not you hate plastic, you want to stay away from plastic, definitely go for glass containers in the freezer over plastic. Plastic is not, sometimes it leaches in the other things, and you can't, if you want to warm it up, take out something that's frozen and warm it up. I don't like to warm up things in the microwave with plastic. But if you have the food in glass, then let's say a mason jar. So if you're making spaghetti sauce and you want to freeze it, and I'll be going over that a little bit later, you always want to make sure you have extra room at the top, because when something freezes, it expands, and you don't want to fill up to the top and then have it overflow in your freezer. So, and then there's these nice plastic lids you can put on mason jars, which I absolutely love. For like applesauce, I can keep it stored in the refrigerator with the plastic lid. I love that. The other kind of containers you might want to do would be 9 by 13 glass containers if you're doing a some sort of a casserole or something, or just these smaller ones. I like this here for like taco meat and that sort of thing. So I can put this right in the microwave, I can thaw it really fast, and we are good to go. The other option, if you don't mind plastic, is plastic bags. So definitely want the freezer bags as opposed to just a regular sandwich bag. Are you saying strawberries? You're silly, Lily. So the thing I like about freezer bags is they have the little thing across the top. You always want to make sure you date whatever you put in the freezer, because you don't want to be eating this 2 years later. You want to know if it's gone bad, and that way you can rotate them in your freezer, and you're putting the fresh stuff to the back and you're using the old stuff first, right? So I like to put what it is and the date, and then sometimes even the instructions. So if I need to put this, I'm going to put it in a big gallon one, and it's a crock pot meal, then I'm going to put the directions on this, on high for 8 hours, or on high for 4 hours, or whatever. I can put the directions or whatever fresh. You're being noisy. You're being noisy. Or whatever fresh I need to add to it, or whatever. I will write the directions right on here, so I don't have to go find the recipe, right? That's huge. The same with the quart-size Ziploc bags. They have that on the front too, and then you can put the date and everything on it. As well as on your glass containers, I'll often tape sticky notes on here so I know what it is, because once it's frozen, you're like, dude, I don't know what that is, but it looks kind of interesting. So you can put the date and what it is on here. So that's my tips as far as things that you want to have on hand. You're making it noisy. Things you want to have on hand when you start putting stuff in the freezer. That's my tips for the day. Hope you guys have a good day. If you have any other tips, please post them below on what kind of storage containers you like. Take a picture of what you like to use at home, because I'm all the time wanting to learn more, and I'm sure other people would too. So post today. I want you to post your preferred freezer container below, and oh, I just thought of one. Okay, so I say I don't like to use plastic, but I do use plastic, to be totally honest with you, and sometimes I'm a cheap mama. And so when we make our own applesauce in the fall, I actually save my cottage cheese containers or my yogurt containers, and I like frozen applesauce better than canned. It's really good to have that crispy frozen stuff. Anyways, so I will freeze them in those containers, but then I try not to microwave them. So, are you ready, Lily? Alrighty. Bye. Bye. Talk to you later.